edition of a Model of Perfection, hosted by yours truly, your favorite YouTube personality, old Earl Mulligan, here once again on the YouTube television network. Well, folks, hope this will be an interesting episode. I think a lot of you folks out there watching right now are saying, Earl, what are you doing? You got some sort of a electric contraption in front of you going on there. What's going on? Well, I'll tell you what, folks. I've gotten a lot of feedback from the viewers on the YouTube channel here, and also within my particular community. Folks come up to me and they say, Earl, how do you make those fantastically detailed models? Well, I'll tell you what I don't do. I don't spend a lot of money on all those gimmicks and gadgets and all those sorts of flash in the pan, special effect type add-ons for the models. I don't believe in that sort of thing. I'm going to show you how I do it here at the Mulligan Mansion, and you're going to learn how to do it just like Earl, using just things around the house. Now, tell me, how many times have you opened up a beautiful detailed model with all those metal parts and stickers, and then you find out for those what they call the tow cables that are supposed to be a large, around the size of a pickle or such. They're a big metal cable, all wound up, and they use those cables to tow those vehicles around when they get blown up on the battlefield. So those mighty strong metal cables, they're replicated by a piece of string, a piece of cheap Chinese string. And I'll tell you what, that's going to make your model inaccurate. And you don't want that. You don't want to put in all the time and effort like you see done on this channel and come out with something less than a model of perfection. So I'm going to start out with some tips and tricks around the house, things you can do to spruce up your model the Earl Mulligan way. All right, well, number one, after Christmas, or really any time of the year, you can just go into your supplies of Christmas decorations, and well, if these lights don't work anymore, or maybe maybe you're like me, maybe Melvita has too many Christmas decorations, and she won't notice if you take a string of those lights and use them for a better purpose, like Earl's about to show you how to do. All right, well, before I do that, hold on, let me get my looking glasses on here. Okay, all right, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the Earl Mulligan way to get picture-perfect tow cables every time. All right, folks, here we go. What we're doing is we're just going to go ahead and cut these, pieces of wire so that we don't need any, there we go. And all right, folks, well, we're back, and all right, well, here we go, and all right, here we go. All right, well, there you go, folks. You're gonna take this long string of wire and make it into a bunch of smaller. But first, you're gonna unravel. Here we go. It's like a puzzle. I love it. Not a lot of folks are gonna show you how to take apart Christmas tree lights. But that's the kind of a show we got here. Unraveled on the YouTube network. We got entertainment, we got history, we got accurate models, tips and tricks. You won't believe, folks, what you're going to see on the Earl Mulligan Show in the months to come. I got a lot of ideas. We're going to do some of them. Alright, here we go. And I could just keep on and tell you what, I don't know about you folks, this is kind of fun. Alright, well, can't have too much of a good thing here. Alright, we'll call that good for right now. And the next thing you're gonna do, folks, is you gotta cut that rubber off of the wire. So you gotta be real gentle, like. Try to just cut the rubber part off of the metal inside, and then you're gonna pull with all your might and try to get that rubber piece off. Alright, I think I did it. So hold on. There we go. Almost, folks. Folks, I don't know what's happening here. Folks, this is not, folks, there's no wire in this, at all. Here we go. You're seeing just like I am. Maybe a reason why these, Christmas lights didn't work. There's no cable in there. There's no metal. I don't know where we got these Christmas lights from. Who ever heard of Christmas lights being lit up with string? Folks, I do not know how to explain this. Folks, there's just string in there. Well, alright. Well, you see what you can do. Hopefully you have better Christmas lights than I do, and we're no further ahead when I was talking about the... Alright, well, okay, well, you get what I'm trying to say. Alright, folks, well, I'll be honest, that was a bit of a letdown, but don't worry, folks, don't tune out. We got some surprises to come here as we're going to go ahead and show you how to deal with other opportunities. And do you have an ugly decoration like this at your house? Well, you probably do if your wife is anything like Melvita. We got all these decorations for every single season, and I'll tell you what. Look at how ornate this thing is. You see? Now let's look at the back side. You see? Look at all that on the back side right there. All right. Earl Mulligan, as a modeling professional, just like some of you hope to be, I see this and I say, I'll be taking that off the back of this here wreath. No one's the wiser. So you can go ahead and just pull this off. You may have a wreath like this at home or something similar to it. Alright, and now we're gonna trim it off. There we go. We got some more pieces. Now we have a scale model forest. Here we go. We'll cut these off as well. Alright, there we go. That's an example, and see, look at that. No one's the wiser. This looks as beautiful or not as it did before. There we go. Alright, now I'm gonna go ahead and bring up an example. Look at all that. I'm gonna bring a model up here into the field of view that we will use as our test subject. This is a model, in fact, not built by Earl Mulligan. It was built by one of my sons over the period of 6 years, I believe, is how long it took him to mostly complete it. Well, now let me give you a for example type situation where this German howitzer right here, you can use this to aid in the camouflage of this particular model. Now, you might be saying, Earl, I want some more realism in this type thing, and you can paint each of these little pieces here a different color, green and maybe some browns, and do some stuff like that. And camouflage it all up, and you can move it around as you like. And I think it'll dress up pretty nice, right? So lots of opportunities there, and you're probably thinking, Earl, that looks great. Is that all you got? You got any other hints or tips? Well, folks, in fact, I do. A lot of you folks probably have those big gun howitzers and tanks and things like that, and you're saying, Earl, I would love to be able to demonstrate some of those Hollywood type effects I see on so many of those models in the modeling magazines. I want to see the big poof of smoke coming off that big gun as it shoots those big artillery rounds off into who knows where. Folks, the answer resides in your house like mine. Right here, folks. Here we go. It's right in your laundry room. You got this stuff, the lint. And what do you folks normally do with the lint? You throw it out. Well, you're throwing away modeling gold, because here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and take this lint from the washing machine. I guess it's the dryer, actually. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and take one of these. We're gonna try to put it down. Well, you know what? We'll go ahead and use a couple of standard twist ties. We're gonna jam them down the barrel. There we go. All right, folks, here we go. Now we're gonna take this here lint from the little dusty. Look at that, folks. Look at that. Boom! Are you feeling like you're right there right now? Hollywood style special effects. Right in your home. Right in your laundry room. What do you think of that? You know what the best thing about this particular subject is? It's free. Just like the Earl Mulligan Show. All right, folks. Well, those are some of Earl's tips and tricks on how to spruce up your models with everyday around the home items and objects. Please go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already done so, and do the likes. And I'll tell you what, if you're one of those folks, you watch these videos and you don't like it, well, then dislike and subscribe to my channel. All right, folks?